Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Learn Excel today. In our session today, we are going to cover these things about VLOOKUP. Guys, VLOOKUP, is very important function in day-to-day life. When we search for a specific value in a column or in a table, actually we have to have multiple criterias. So that's what we are going to discuss today. And to make your life easier when it comes to VLOOKUP, we have designed these 12 ways to find out the VLOOKUP. What is actually VLOOKUP? Guys, understand, what would happen when you are looking for a number on a notice board. Suppose you're looking for uh, as your enrollment number or maybe some exam result. What actually happens, you browse your eyes, you see that which enrollment number refers to you, belongs to you, and accordingly you check your score. That's what exactly I'm going to teach you with VLOOKUP today. Understand this. Let's get started. Simple VLOOKUP, guys. What is actually VLOOKUP? Let me show you one basic example I'm giving you. Let me go to one of my table over there. Let me take this example. I'm taking Maria and this is score. Suppose I have, let me delete this column. I have these candidates and the scores. I have to find out the score of Maria. So guys, how we can find out the score of Maria here? It's very simple. Actually, equal to VLOOKUP. First understand, this is the argument. Lookup value, guys. Lookup value means this is the lookup value. In my last session, I have discussed about VLOOKUP little bit. So as promised, this session is extensively designed for VLOOKUP only. So understand this, lookup value refers to the value which we are looking for. And table array, what is table array, guys? Table array is the table where we are looking for the values. And you can actually log this value as we have discussed. Press F4. F4 we have pressed once, so it has logged the table. Now, which value we need? Of course, we need a score. A score comes in the second column. Don't go by B or A, whatever. Actually, you have to go as per the range. The range is A1 through B10. And we have to find out the second column value, of course. So second column means 2 is the index number. You can see this is highlighted in black. And as we have seen over here, true and false. True refers to approximate match and false refers to exact match. And false refers to 0. So you can just see this is the score of Maria. Actually, guys, this is simple VLOOKUP. Let's now start for Dolly. Dolly, actually, it's very simple. If you drag this formula, result will come. Result actually seems same. If you see, Dolly also scored 82, but if you make Dolly score like 45, so 45 is coming, actually is correct, because you see that is G3. G3 refers to this Maria, or Maria refers to G3. Maria is located in G3 cell and Dolly is located in G4 cell. Where I'm reading from this name box. Guys, this is called name box. You can see this name box comes, and this Dolly, actually this area is called, what I'm highlighting here, formula bar. You can actually stretch this way, and you can actually do, or you can stretch this way also as much as you want. So it's all up to you or subject to the formula you have. So guys, now you know how to apply VLOOKUP for basic formulas. So let me delete everything and let me show you the score for Molly. Understand once again, equal to VLOOKUP. We are applying VLOOKUP. We are searching for Molly in this table. You have to highlight this table. Press F4 and now I will put comma 2 comma 0. So the result we have, Molly scored 76 marks. But now guys, you may be confused why we have put 2 or 3. Maybe you just copy this table, put anywhere else. Let me show it to you so that it will be easy for you to understand. So now let me find out the score for Vinny, V-I-N-N-Y. So how much Vinny has scored? Equal to VLOOKUP. This actually we are searching in this table. All right, again we have to log this comma. What is the column index over there? Column index again will be 2 because this is the area of the table, J1 through K30, actually K10. J1 through K10 is the table which is highlighted with red border. So guys, again we have to score, we have to look for a score which comes in the second column in the range. So you have to put again 2 and comma 0. The result is correct. Winnie scored 76 marks. So this is how you can achieve the result through VLOOKUP. It is very interesting function, and guys, in Excel actually there are multiple functions which can be used alternative to VLOOKUP, but VLOOKUP actually easy. So you can did you notice in VLOOKUP one more thing? When you are look up a value, actually it is searching from the left to right. Guys, understand, if I keep this value here, so you see the result is NA error, not applicable error, because VLOOKUP means VLOOKUP cannot be applied where the value is kept to the right. The lookup value should always be kept to the left, then we can apply VLOOKUP. And I think this is quite simple to understand. But if we have the score and we have the candidate, now we have to find out the score of Winnie. So how we can find out the score of Winnie? See, it is very simple when we use this table, guys, because you can search Winnie is there and then score you can get. Same way, again I'm telling you, VLOOKUP. Guys, my objective in this session to make you awesome in VLOOKUP. That's why we have prepared 12 amazing questions or exercises for you. Now I have to help you understand how we can make this more interesting. So please stay connected and see how we can achieve as much as possible in this session. So now again, I'm using the same formula. This actually I'm searching in this table. You can lock the table also, press F4. And now what is the column index? You can read that in the, this is called screen tip, guys, and the values under VLOOKUP, this is called argument, lookup value, table array, and now the value which we need, it is highlighted in this argument. Column index number, of course column index is 2, and range lookup actually 0. So now you see the result, we got 76. So you can change James also. So once you change the name of the James scored 86 marks. So it is simple. But now when it comes to this table and how we can achieve, this is the first table result, first table. And let me copy this formula also for you guys to understand better. And let me just copy this. Okay, sorry, let me do that way. Control B. So now this is the score which we have achieved or scored with the first table, guys. All right, first table I'm writing here. You can just highlight this also, Control B. So now I want to, let me just hide these data, and let me hide this also. Done. And James, you can highlight this also, so that will be easy to capture. So this, guys, is the first table result. We scored 86. Understand, always the numbers are aligned to right. The numbers are always aligned to right. That's why this number is aligned to right. So now if you see James, it is aligned to left. So now you understand the text is aligned to left. So this is how we can achieve that. And this is the formula, guys. VLOOKUP I13 is the value. Okay, this is my I13 value, and this is my table A1 through B10, and column index is 2, because if I select this table, or maybe if I select this entire area, or I have to search a C column value, the index will be 3. All right, so this way you can do that. Now the question is how we can achieve this with second table. So second table, guys. Okay, how we can achieve this task with second table? Second table is also very simple, guys. There is a formula called match, which actually I'm going to cover now. What is match function? Match actually gives you the location or position of the lookup value. So we have James here. If I have to find out the location, you can write over there. First position we have to find out. So how we can find out the position of James equal to match function. So in match function, you are finding out James position, which you have to find in this table, guys. Okay, so your table starts from K1 through L, 10. So you can start this way. All right, you can again lock that table, comma. Again, you see the options. As I mentioned, if you have the argument in optional, whether you give it or not, again it depends subject to the result which you need. We need actually exact match, which is 0. So you see that the position of James is 4. You can see 1 2 3 4. Fourth is the position. It's actually why I'm telling that, because we are starting from first row. So we have selected L1 through L10, the range. So you can see in the formula L1 through L10. So the position of James is 1 2 3 4. It has got 4. Now if you have the index or position of any name in a column, then it is easy for you to get the result with index function. Now index function, what index function gives, if I tell in this area or maybe in this area, give me the fourth row number, so it will give that fourth result. What is fourth? Score 82, 79, 86. It will give 86 result. All right, so again I'm using index function. So it actually requires array. Array could be anything. Maybe this is my array. I want fifth value of this array. So accordingly, it will give the Rocky. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the Rocky. But now I have to tell you that index, I have the position of James is 4. So you can select this and you can select this. So now you know the James score 86. So James score is 86. So it has now search in a reverse way. So 86 we have searched. Here we have put that value hard coded, but here we have given the reference. Now we don't need that, and you can just copy this function, control C, and you can pass this value in this functions. So M13, what is M13? This is actually M13 position. So here you can use the formula control V. So you will get the result. So now you see you will get the result 86. All right, guys. I hope you found this useful. Index match, guys, is an alternative to VLOOKUP function, and it's amazing. And you need to practice. Again, I'm telling you, equal to index. Index. This is my result which actually I want. And now you have to find out the location of James in this table. And now you can press F4, or maybe you can press F4 also. You have to get used to pressing. See, in this case, if you don't lock the table also, the result will be correct because you are not dragging the formula. So you can try. And now I want this result 86. Chance result is 86. If I tell that Dolly, what would be the Dolly result? 45, of course. Got it? Here also it is changing with VLOOKUP because the result is same, and 45. If I make it 145, now you see it has become 145, and the 45 is the index match function. So this is actually a simple basic VLOOKUP and index match. Index match is an alternative to VLOOKUP function. Please remember that. And VLOOKUP actually looks for the value from left to right. VLOOKUP looks for the value from left to right. Let me write this also. VLOOKUP looks up for the value from left to right. So make sure when you have the formula VLOOKUP, ensure that your value should always be in the to the very left, so that you can find out the score or any value accordingly. Let me tell you one more example before I move on to the next question. So now you have the score. I have the city code also. city code. City code can be suppose 1 2 and so on. City code, let me take this dummy example for you guys. So now I have to find out Vinny city code. So equal to VLOOKUP. So here you have to apply VLOOKUP. What you're searching? Vinny, VINNY, Vinny I'm searching, and table array. This is my table, guys. All right. So now whether you now no need to log the table because we are not dragging the formula, comma. What is the column index of city code here? Actually is 3 because this is the range from A23 through C32. This is my table. So we need third column value. So first column is candidate, score and city code. Now this is my value. I want exact match. So you see that 17 is the Vinny city code. So now you can see accordingly, guys. I hope you found this useful. And if you have more columns like that, whatever you can, if any column you need, you can start 1 2 3 4 5 6, whatever column you need, you pass on that index number instead of 3, whatever. So guys, I hope you found this useful. Let me jump to now drop down list as VLOOKUP value, guys. Drop down list as VLOOKUP value. So suppose let me take this value in my different sheet. So now you see that candidate and score. So what is the question here? Drop down list as lookup values, control C. So if you go to this, suppose these are my names. Okay, I want to create a drop down. First thing, how to create the drop down. So in the session, there are some, kind of data validation drop downs, which we haven't covered till date. But guys, slightly I have to cover so that you can, make the connections in the next session. So ensure that whatever is getting covered here, you have to practice so that you will feel excited. And the excited, I can't tell, because this is the session where we are actually telling you lots of things about VLOOKUP. It's not just simple VLOOKUP. We will tell you a lot more things. So just, enjoy the session. And how to make drop down, how to make the drop down. So how to make the drop down also I will tell you here. So guys, understand this is actually my candidate. Okay, let me put these candidate in my drop down. Let me highlight a cell here where I need a drop down. Okay, so how to make the drop down? Go to data and go to data validation, and over there you have, any value and these things. So go to this drop down, you have to select the list. Okay, so you can select these values, and now you have to select. Okay, you can see this drop down bar is there. So you select this, all the people will come there. Let me highlight this, control B, and increase the font so that it will be easy to understand that. So you can select any name, you don't need to type. So this is called drop down. So you have to apply VLOOKUP here. You can say that is score. All right, let me copy the same format as I told you earlier. This is how we can copy the format. Equal to VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP means we are searching this value in this table, and then you want second index, of course, score, comma 0. So understand this, 76 is the score of Molly. So Molly scored 76. Now if you change this, Rocky scored 78. Rocky scored 78. And you see that Matthew scored 79. And you can see Maria scored 82. Maria actually the first, 82. So I hope you found this useful, because this is how you can make drop down, and you can avoid writing every time to find out the score. And now let me jump to third, partial lookup wildcard character. Okay, let me copy this again and go back to my this sheet. So partial lookup wildcard character, guys. This is interesting, guys. You know that what is wildcard characters, as we have already covered. Let me start again a little bit so that you will feel. Actually, if I talk about A, B, and C, and this, what does it mean? A, B, C is the content. That content should be available. So you will understand better if you see the examples. If I say A, so what does it mean? Anything ends with A. If I talk about that, A and it's asterisk. So what does it mean? starts with A followed by number of characters. So this is the actually base. And let's get started now. Partial VLOOKUP wildcard character. So suppose I have to find out, uh, suppose I have this, kind of name, but I don't know what is that. So I can apply my VLOOKUP with this name, which will give me the correct result. We have to apply wildcard characters. Doll. So if I search doll and ampersand and asterisk, understand guys what I'm doing. Name followed by asterisk. You can see uh, over there a asterisk starts with a followed by characters. So this is how the name we will cover here. Now we am going this comma 2 comma 0. So you see the result is 145. Dolly scored 145. So this is just, we don't have the complete name, but we told in our code that this name starts with doll and followed by any number of characters. That's why we have added asterisk sign here. As I mentioned, we are not dragging the formula, so no need to lock the table also. But if you are dragging the formula, suppose you have mall also, okay, you have this word, but we don't know the complete name. So if you see that mall scored 76, so Molly scored 76 marks. All right, but again I'm telling you, if we are dragging the formula, you can see the table starts with A2 B10, but if you see that it will be A3 B11. So we are actually we are narrowing down our table, and somewhere it is going to the down which didn't have the value also. So maybe if we have Matthew, so Matthew result will be 0. Matthew result will be hash error or not applicable error. So now see the Matthew score is also coming 83 because Matthew is at the end. All right. So understand now, but the table A4, it is searching A4. Okay. And Matthew, if I remove this Matthew, so now you see the result will be hash NA because Matthew was typed here also. That's why the score came. But if we type Matthew just once, it will not give. So Matthew in this array, you see that A4 B12, where A4 starts from this and this. No Matthew has been covered here. So you have to lock this first if you have the fixed table. So press F4 again because we are dragging that, and this is our constant table. Now you see Matthew score 79 will be reflected here. So this is how you can apply your partial VLOOKUP with wildcard character, guys. So I hope you found this useful.